Hey campers, Shell here, and you're about to make some really cool shark teeth. We have a few different ones that we've created earlier, so you kind of get an idea of what you can do. And we're going to make this simple dough. It's kind of like cookie dough, but you can't eat it because it's not sweet. And you'll need a few things. You'll need a bowl, you'll need this little stirring stick so that you don't get your fingers sticky, and you will need some measuring cups. Now, this is a measuring cup, so when you measure something, we're going to do half a cup of flour, and you're going to put a big scoop in, but you know what? That's not half a cup because it's too much. So just take your finger and level it off, and then you have a nice half a cup. Pour that into your bowl, and we then have salt, table salt, and we're going to do a quarter of a cup of salt. So we're going to scoop our salt in, kind of shake it till it's nice and level, and pour that in. We also have a quarter of a cup of water here. So what we're going to do is pour our water in, and we're going to use our little stirry stick. And if you come closer, we're going to show you that we can just stir it, and you're just going to keep stirring until all the water is mixed with the flour and the salt. And you can go really fast, you can go really slow, you can go in figure eights, you can do whatever you want. Make sure you get around the edges, and then really try and get as much mixed as you can before we start putting our hands in. Ooh, that looks really good, doesn't it, guys? Look at that. Now, when we get to about that point, and you see how it started to stick together, we're going to scrape this little stick on the side so we keep everything in the bowl. And then we're going to take our hands, this is the fun bit, and you take your hands and we do what we call kneading. So we get it and we take a big scoop of this dough and we squish it together with our hands. And you take some more and you squish it. You see I'm squishing it? Squish it together, and you see how it's coming into a nice little ball? So then we can get the bits on the side, we can squish it down, squish it and push it. See that? I'm doing a really good job here. And you guys are going to have a beautiful ball. Are you ready to see it? Are you ready? Look at that. So we have a great ball of dough. Ooh, it feels kind of like Play-Doh. Now, the best thing to do is to make sure everything's mixed in it. We're going to give you one of these little sheets with some templates on it so you can make some really cool designs. And what you want to do is you want to push it down with your fist, fold it over, push it down again. Fold it over one more time, and push it down again. This is going to ensure that all of the flour and the salt is mixed together. Do you see how I'm doing that, guys? Push it down. So then we end up with a nice firm ball of dough. Now, you can see on here I've got a few different designs. You can make whatever you want, but we're definitely going to make one shark tooth. This is a small one. This one was to make the necklace, and we put a hole in it, so we actually have it on a string here, which is really cool. If you do the holes in the side, you can make a bracelet, and the camp counselors will show you how to do that if you ask them. So I'm going to pull apart some of my dough. I'm going to take half of it, and with one half I'm going to kind of mold my shark tooth. So come on closer and I'll show you. Come on. All right, so we're going to push it down with our hands and kind of push it into a point, and we're going to bring this bit over. You see how I'm getting a basic shape? I'm going to squish it down, and look, it's almost there. And we're going to do this. Oh, how cool is that? And Miss Jen or Miss Chrissy is going to take these home later on, and they are going to cook them in the oven. So we can do some designs, which is really neat. We can make some little lines with our little stick here. And the biggest thing you want to remember, my friends, is to try and get this off. If it's quite sticky, your dough, you might want to put a little teeny bit of flour on your template. You see that? And then it won't stick. And on the back side of here, I'm going to use the point, and I'm going to make some little dots. And I'm going to, as I do my dots, you see I'm making my initial, and it says S for shell. So there we go. And then you can then put it onto the tray that Miss Jen and Miss Chrissy have over in the corner. Now this one I'm going to pull about half off again, and I'm going to make my little heart. I'm going to do this one for my mummy, and this would be really nice. I'm going to send it to England, and then make that nice little heart shape down here like this, push it in, And with this one, because we're going to make it into a necklace, we need to make a hole in it. So you want to take your stick and poke a hole in it, just like that. You want a pretty big hole because sometimes when it cooks in the oven, the hole will get smaller. And then if you want to make a couple of small shark teeth, this is cool. And these are really neat. So there's one, and if you want to make a necklace, you can put a hole in this way, like that. And here is another one. This is kind of easy. You're just going to pull these ones over, press down. And this one I'm going to put a hole in the side here, because then I can make a nice bracelet. All right. And I can do something else with this one later on. Maybe put it on my nose.
Don't put it on your nose.
All right. Okay.
That's it?
All right. Have fun, guys.
Bye.